our trade screen has changed slightly. We've added a new graph on the top that shows you the differences in each of the players' abilities. So you can see that athletically, Malone is a little bit better than Hanzus, because I'm on the blue here, and Malone is yellow there. So you can see the difference. Intangible-wise, it looks like because Malone is a little younger, he's going to get 1 extra bar of intangibles. Value on salary cap, it's about $500,000 more coming my way. And let's say I'd like to take the offer, so I can say, all right, sure, I don't want to remove the player. I want to execute the trade, which is the Y button. So we've accepted that trade. Now, if you've accepted a trade, the phone becomes inactive. But if you go to this other offer from Washington, and you answer the call and you look at the trade and you go, okay, well, I'm not really interested in that deal, and you back out using the B button, the phone is still available for you. And that will allow you to propose another trade to another team. Now, obviously, the more phones you have, the more trades you can do every round. And here, we can make a trade offer, and selecting A will let you go through your players on the trade proposal side. And if you go to the right side of the screen and selecting A, you can select through all the different teams in the league and look through their rosters to make a deal. Okay. Now, let's say we're done. We're going to just hang up this phone so that we're done for the round. And you back out. Now the draft round will happen. And as in years past, you'll hit A when it's your turn, and you will go through your selections here of which players you might be interested in. And at any point you can click on a player and you will see what your scouts have found out about him during the season, so that you can determine if he's someone you're interested in. You don't have to leave this screen. You can actually scroll through the different positions, allowing you to actually just look at goalies if that's what you're really interested in at that moment, and you can go, okay, this guy looks good, and you can select him. Obviously, we can go back and then just go by sorting by different rounds, so on and so forth. So if we just look at them all and we sort, it gives you an idea of who the top 10 players are. If we're drafting 5th, someone probably in this range would look good. I just give away a center for a winger, so I'm going to draft a young center. And the round will progress and complete the draft for that one round. You can quick sim it, and that will push you to your next pick, or it will push you to the end of the round, where then you'll be taken and you can see what happened in the last round in transactions, which is trades with the other teams around the league, as well as move forward to setting up your next round of trades and offers. And as you progress through the draft, there'll be less offers just due to, like real life, by the 4th and 5th round, teams are just looking to pick the players. There are very few trades. But usually in the 1st and 2nd round, there's a bunch of action. Now, if you hit A to continue, you can see that that's our trade because it's the LA Kings showing what we did. But if we go to all the teams, you'll see that there have been other trades through the league, and you can actually take a look and see what's been happening around the league. So it looked like there was about 7 or 8 trades, some trades involving draft picks, some teams just moving players that they want to improve. It looks like San Jose is looking to acquire some centers as they gave up 2 wingers, and so on and so forth. So every team has wants and needs, and what they're willing to give up, and the teams actually connect that way, similar to real life. So if you continue, it's the 2nd round of offers. And we see that Calgary and Phoenix are calling. And you go through the process each round. Usually by the 5th round, there aren't very many offers. It doesn't mean that your phones aren't up. You can definitely go make a phone call and see if you can make a deal in the 5th round. It's just the other teams start to settle down and want to make picks so that they can get their youth going in their system. So we're just going to shut down the phones for the round. And we're just going to auto draft. And that's basically the draft as it is this year with the new phones. Now that we've completed the draft, continue on. So we've completed the draft. We're going to go into the re-sign phase. And as we're in the re-sign phase now, we have two options. We can re-sign players. Right now, with it being you began at the entry draft, you're going to re-sign those rookies that you just drafted. Otherwise, you can even buy out a player this year. This is new to the game this year. You can buy out a player, and we'll look for someone. Here's Ryan Smith. So let's say we want to buy out Ryan Smith. If we click on him, you're going to notice that this new screen shows you all the information of the buyout. The yellow bar is the NHL cap, the projected cap of where it would be in future years, dependent on his length of the buyout. So because Ryan Smith has 3 years left in his contract, buying him out will actually make his contract cap hit of the actual buyout last for 6 years. So for the next 6 years, the team will be paying $2.083 million to buy out Ryan Smith. Now this goes against the cap. As you can see, the team salary is in blue. That's what actual salaries are of the players on the team playing for your franchise. The green is the salary plus whatever buyout. So if you keep buying out players, you're going to see a big separation in the blue, which is what your team on the ice costs, versus how much you're giving out to these players that you've bought out over the course of the year. So if we want to buy out Ryan Smith, we just hit A, buyout, and say, would you like to buy out the contract for Ryan Smith? Yes. And then this information will be actually tallied and kept, so that next year when you go into re-sign phase, or if you want to buy out more players, that bar will start to get bigger and bigger in the game. So as I said, you know, re-signing your players, there's going to be a bunch of rookies that you just drafted, and you can try and re-sign them. And the contract state is following the rules of the entry-level draft. You can lower the offer, but the maximum would be $900,000 for this year. That's what a maximum player for a rookie can make, and so on and so forth. And there's certain limitations. The first contract for every rookie is only a two-way deal. It's always like that. There's no way to give a player a one-way deal in his first contract in the NHL. And it's always 3 years, unless due to age it changes. But in our game, because it's the entry draft and they're 18 to 20, it's always 3 years.